Hello everyone. I thought I would do something a little different today and take you along with me while I do a semi-review on this Punky Color 3-in-1 color depositing shampoo. I found this when I went to Sally's and thought I would give it a try. This item is supposed to deposit color into your hair and help brighten it within 5 minutes. And after 10 minutes, it will give you maximum pigment and vibrance. I thought this would be a nice pick-me-up between hair dyeing, as red often fades in my hair after just 2 very short weeks. Now, the consistency of this dye is rather thick and gelatinous, which is nice since most of the box dyes can be a bit runny and get a little sloppy around my face. And as you can see, it is also very pigmented. Now, my hair used to be black for years, but it has for some reason stopped taking the black hair dye, whether it is boxed or even if henna. And I may go back to it eventually, but for now, I'm going to try red once again. I know in this video it already looks red, but if you saw my last video, you can see it's quite brown. I do have some grays and my roots have not been processed, so I'll be able to see if this covers those as well as my processed hair. And as everyone knows, once you start hair dyeing, you got to put on one of those shirts that you just don't care about. Grab some well-fitting gloves. I got mine ages ago at Sally's, as well as a wide-tooth comb to help distribute the dye, even if you are using a brush, and some duckbills or hair clips to help separate your hair and keep the dyed hair out of your face. Now, I always like to start by brushing my hair out to keep all of the tangles to a minimum, and then I like to separate my hair. This helps me know what has and has not been dyed, and for me, it makes the process a lot easier. I'm also going to be applying some Vaseline on my forehead as well as over my ears. I read some reviews that stated the Punky Color stained a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and take a bit of precaution because I am a human tornado and I will get this in places I have never even touched. Now, I don't think it needed to be, but I went ahead and shook this up just in case there was any kind of separation. But when I looked in the bottle, it looked very much intact, and you can see as it comes out of the bottle, it is quite thick. So I think if you wanted to, you could put this in a bowl and use a brush, and I think that could totally work. Now, I did go against the instructions just to see something. I'm putting the product on dry hair, freshly washed dry hair, and it goes on fine. But I will say that once I dampened the hair and then applied the product, it went on a much smoother and the comb practically glided over. So if you have hair that dried fast, you might want to use a spritz bottle so that you can pre-dampen your hair before each section, or you can go full Swamp Queen like I did and use faucet water and slop it on your hair like a giant mess. Now it's to put on a cap to let it rest for about anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes, depending on how dark you want this. Now, speaking of giant messes, if you have the same kind of sink as I do, all you need to do is just go ahead and wipe up parts of your sink and clean up your combs and your clips so that you can go ahead and put those away. You get those out of the way so that you can go ahead and wipe down the counter, just so you can see where the stains are going to end up being. Because you want to know where you need to concentrate at. And then you're going to go ahead and grab some isopropyl alcohol and just wipe everything down. Get yourself a paper towel. You may even need to pour some of it out, but this will take the stains right out. This will also work on regular hair dye as well. So if you get regular hair dye, just get it up as soon as you can. And if you need to apply this, the aerosol Lysol, the one that has Sense the Room, oddly works as well. So if you have that on hand, the alcohol will also work on your skin too. If you get that on you, like I did, it'll take it right off. Now that it's been over 10 minutes, it's time to rinse my hair in cold water until it runs clear. Now I must say I was not expecting this result because it is super bright. I don't know what the shampoo part of this dye is because nothing foamed. So make sure to do this on freshly washed hair. That'll help elongate it. I will say it is super soft and not stringy at all. And in fact, I think it helped my hair's texture after all the color stripping and bleaching that I did, because the ends did originally feel dry and now my hair feels normal and more like it did before my hair culling journey. The initial dye did dye my scalp, but I did end up washing my hair about 3 days later after this video, and the dye did come out more with the shampoo and cleared my scalp. but the vibrancy did dull down a bit. But the color still remained quite nice. I didn't have any transference of color to my white pillowcases, clothes, or skin. One person stated in a review that their hair fell out, so always remember to do a sensitivity test on your hair and skin before proceeding. But I had no issues with burning or hair loss, and all of the dye came off my skin with no signs of having reaction. So I think it's a great option for a pick-me-up between hair dyeing, especially if the red fades fast on you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!